to fast
for the 2025 Guineas and the 2025 Derby. Will it stay that way in a minute and a half's time? We'll find out with Mike Casanov.
And Ruling Court, the favourite, is the last in. He's into stall number 6 here. Runners are ready. 11 runners lined up and off and racing over this 7-furlong trip. A nice even break as well. The Tattersalls Acomb Stakes Group 3, the richest juvenile Group 3 in Europe, underway. In a straight line for the first 2.5, with Yarug on the outside of the line in winter, who sits very handy, and the Waco Kid on the rail is with the leading 3 as well. They're trapped then by the white cap of Wimbledon Hawkeye, the yellow jacket. Jouncey's pink cap is next. Then the royal blue colours of Ruling Court. The next group then Urban Sky, Rajeko with Mr. Chaplin, and wider on the wing there is Diablo Rocco. At this stage, our terms in last place, but travelling pretty well as they come down the home straight, and they've gone now towards the halfway point of the contest with 5 lengths separating them. The Lion in Winter with a narrow advantage from the Waco Kid. Yarug shaken up. Coming into it now is Ruling Court on the outside. Also Diablo Rocco is moving strongly in the purple as they race up towards the final quarter mile in the Tattersalls Acomb. The Lion in Winter is the one in front at this stage. Here comes Ruling Court and Will Buick on the outside. Battling bravely Wimbledon Hawkeye on the inside. The Lion in Winter is pulling out a bit more, and he's still got a break of 2 lengths on Ruling Court in second. The Lion in Winter and Ryan Moore made just about every yard, and the Lion in Winter toughs it out in the Acomb at York in the summer and wins well. In second, Wimbledon Hawkeye, Ruling Court, and then these were clear of the Waco Kid, about 3 lengths behind in fourth.
Ballydoyle on the board on a hugely important afternoon for them. They strike in this extremely well endowed Group 3 Tattersalls Acomb Stakes with this colt by Sea the Stars, the Lion in Winter, stretching, extending close home, ultimately to be quite impressive. Wimbledon Hawkeye has run a huge race in second to split the Lion in Winter, and Ruling Court, William Buick looked confident. He looked as though he thought he had Ryan Moore covered, but the winner found Moore and stretched out. Ruling Court's run perfectly respectably in third, and there's a very clear break to the remainder. A very clear break to the remainder. Any pretenders were well and truly put to the sword here. The winner, the Lion in Winter, is impressive and has got a big future.
An unrecognisable performance from the horse we saw grind out his maiden, coming from off the pace at the Curragh, up there all the way with the Waco Kid, and this guy answered every call, because it looked like Ruling Court was going to quicken and was maybe going to outclass him, but he pulled out more. He didn't, not only showed pace, but the stamina that we all knew he had from his pedigree. Wimbledon Hawkeye has ran on, but Martin, the distance from third to the rest of the field, the rest are nowhere.
Yeah, it was a really good performance from him. I'm just trying to get confirmation of the official time. I think it's a very fast time as well by the Lion in Winter. We'll just await confirmation of exactly what that was. But they've gone a good solid gallop throughout. Ryan was keen to be positive on him. He's clearly learnt an awful lot from his debut, and he's just impressed with how professionally he's raced and how deep he's managed to dig under pressure as well.
A key sponsor of the Eagle Festival, Sky Bet, make this horse a 5-1 shot. 5-1 shot for the Betfred Derby next year. And the course record has gone. The course record has gone. The course record was 1:22.32, and he's gone by a long way. 1:20, 1:58.
Yeah,
3/400ths of a second shaved off the 2-year-old track record.
I stood here and I timed this myself, and I had 1:20, 1:42, and I started to think, hang on a minute, you've probably got this badly wrong, Martin. Now we've got official confirmation. That's Dutch Connection's 2-year-old course record from 2014, when he won this race in 2014, Dutch Connection, and the Lion Winter has hammered that course record.
Coral go 8-1 for the Derby, bigger price than Sky, but 8-1 for the 2,000 guineas as well. The Lion in Winter, and Bet Victor 6-1 from 10-1 for the Betfred Derby of 2025. A huge performance from Wimbledon Hawkeye. Big week for James Owen. Big newcomer winning at Kempton yesterday. Well fancied horse in the Galtres later in the week, and of course Burdett Road in the Ebor.
And Wimbledon Hawkeye himself is a horse that was sure to be suited by even further than this 7 furlongs, I think, based on how it shaped the last time that he ran. and he's seen this out really well. He came into it with an official rating of 99, putting him just a pound behind Rijeka. He's enhanced that rating a little bit more, and he's improving all the time. Ruling Court, the beaten favourite, he's not run badly, because this is a really strong renewal of this race, and he's run with credit. Still looking a little bit green as well.
Also, Brian Moore was to the fore, and Ruling Court was making his ground from a fair way back, and we wondered whether the dimensions of the 7 furlong track at York would quite suit him as well as had Sandown the time before. And William Buick loomed up as though he thought he had Ryan Moore covered.
Yeah, I think he just still ran very green, didn't he? And he's got plenty to learn, but ultimately this race looked like a deeper race than it had done for quite some time, and I think the result and the time backs up that impression that everyone had of this race beforehand.